Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video I will be teaching you how to play the perfect classical piece for a beginner. The first thing that you should know is the G major scale, and it's like this. And he will take the first 5 notes of the scale, G, A, B, C and D, to come up with the melody. So what he does is the D on top, and then goes descending to G, a fifth, and ascending steps all the way up, and then G, G. So we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 G's here. It's important that the first D is a quarter note, so that's 1 beat, and then we have 8th note, da da dee da, quarter notes again. Okay, the piece is 3/4, which is mean 3 beats, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and we are measuring the quarter note. Therefore, when we play this, is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that D takes 1 beat. These 2 notes take 1 beat. These 2 notes take 1 beat. And then we have 1 and 1 here and 1. Alright? So you could increase a little bit when you start. So let's say you play the D and then you go a little bit crescendo and then release here. Think that the minuet comes from a dance, so it's a very slow dance, and it has to move da 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 dee da da dum dum. Okay? Think a little bit also on the small finger. So this one should go inside a little bit, then the thumb is small inside, but then go outside a little bit and then inside. Dum bum. That helps a lot to get the evenness within the fingers, which are all different length. So da da dee da da bum bum. If you don't move in and out, you will find that you end up doing this, and all the fingers start pulling up. So da ya pa 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 bum bum bum. Okay, so you could emphasize a little bit the first D because it's a strong beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you have 3, 4, is always strong on the first beat, which is D, weak on the second and the third beat, and then it's strong again. So yum pa da dee da dum bum bum. Okay, a little bit more here. If you want to do more detail, you have the D. Now increase each one, da da dee da da, and then release. Okay, you could even do here, here, and even less on the last G. Yum bum bum. Okay. Now, because we're using the first 5 notes of the scale, this is outlining the G major chord, which is the first chord. So now what we'll do is use that same chord on the left hand to match the first measure. So we have this ya pa da dee da da bum bum, and then we also have an independent line, which is going to be 1, 2. We're going to have an A on the third beat and then B, 2, 3. One more time. So this 2 beats, and then we have the A and the B, 4th finger and then 3rd finger. Okay, the thing is, when you match it, make sure it goes with the right note. So we have this together. Now we run it by itself, together here, by itself, together here. Bum bum, and we covered the 2 measures there. Let's do it one last time, very slow. Together. Don't worry about the rhythm when you do this, just try to match them. Then you match it here, let go of the chord before, and also match it here. Alright? Sometimes you forget and you keep holding the chord. Make sure you let go of the chord and play the A and the B. That B should resonate more, so team party, because it's a long note, so 3 beats for that. If I have to measure the left hand, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All of it at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we did this on the first chord. Now we're gonna continue, and we're gonna get here. Yum pa da dee da da bum bum. We get here to C and E, and that's gonna outline a C major chord. Now we went 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the fourth chord of the scale from G major. Now melody line for this, we have the same pattern. Think as a G. Instead of that, we're gonna do this, and we have the F sharp from the scale. Okay, so we have these notes instead of this. So don't think on that. You have to raise that to an F sharp. So first of all, you could work on those 5 fingers back and forth to make sure it's even. And once you get the sound you want, you could start E and then da 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 da, boom, boom. Okay, so we did boom. I like third finger here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, same principle. We increase, release, and we go inside a little bit, inside towards the G. And we could also do a down movement here and then up. All of this is to get it so it's not just the finger like this. When you do that, sometimes you get some notes that are louder, so you want to smooth. Bum, bum. Short notes here. And there's some degree of precision. You could play a little louder the first one and lighter the second one, okay? So you could keep it like that, simple, or you could also add the mordent. And the mordent has a line in between, which means it's inferior. So you take the note that is written on and you add the B, which is below, underneath. So, and I like for this 1, 2, 1, and you do quick. I only think on the G and coming back up. So I do pa-di-dum, pa-di-dum, pa-di-dum. No, it's not much trouble there. Sometimes you might want to do it slowly first, and musical. So all together, notice that when I play the E, I release the hand and go from here to relax. I don't do this. From there, I don't keep holding and then do this. Alright? So because we're discussing C major, we're going to add the C on the left hand. And let me see the fingers. Second finger here, so we add the ornament. And we get to here. And that B and the G reminds you again, G major. So we went G to C major, fourth chord, and then back to G. Alright? So what I'll do is do this passage all together. So let's do here. Ornament. And now here we get it together and we release. Alright? If I play all at the same time. You could do something like that. All blend in melodically. So that means there's no release of the notes. Or you could do short notes, but this is totally up to you. You could pick the way you want it. So you could pick which one you feel like doing it. You could bring the left hand, okay, something like that. Let's continue now. So now that we got to this, we have a little bit more here. We're gonna get to there. So notice here, we start on C, and now we go D, fourth, third, second, one, and then third again. Okay? For those that are a little bit more advanced, you could do it with the ornament. There. A mordent again with the inferior note. Okay, now if we add the bass note, the C could give you an A minor chord, the 2 chord. Eventually we could also do a a D7 chord, but let's keep it like that. Think on an A minor, and that C is going to take this note, an A on the left hand, so, and then a G, and that's all there is. So if you want to do it without the ornament, that will be sufficient. If you want to do it with the ornament, and notice the important thing is to release before the ornament. There, there you go. Okay, that's all there is. Let's play up to that point very slow. Release, release. Okay, let's try to have it very accurate and even, and with a nice touch, and soft, and not too fast. Okay, and that's all there is there. Now once you get here, long note, we'll have this. We use the same fingers. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we do the flip here. We get to the F sharp. Now if we take it from the B that we got to, we're gonna do this. Okay, think chord wise. Here we have the G major. We get to D major there. Okay, so that's it. And now we have an ending here on G. Okay, so we have G, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and we have an appoggiatura there, which takes half of the value. So we have the rhythm like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice that this is played 1 and, that's where we put the A. 1 and. 1 and. Okay? Alright, let's do the left hand for this, which I mentioned, D major. That will be the 5th chord. So we have this. But now we have a G major on the left hand. That's broken, so we are outlining the 1st chord of the scale. Short notes I like to do here. Yum, bum, bum, bum. I like to do short notes, but you could do the opposite. Whatever you like, you know. And then all there is for us to match it. So we have this match here, and then match the first one, and then the A in between. I'll do it one last time slow. So match, wait there now, match here, in between, match here, and then match the first B. Alright, and then we have left hand by itself. And here we start over. Okay, so we outline the D major, then we do G, outline, and now here we start outlining the D7. That's what we have. Think on that chord right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. D7. So to create a little tension. And we start over. Okay? Now, like I mentioned, we start with G. Passing note, we still on G, C major, G again, A minor, to G, D major, G, and here we have a D7 there, we continue there. Okay, important a little bit the style, to have the sense of the 1, 2, 3, a little bit thought out as a dance, but a slow dance, and that will give you some ideas on how to play it. So I like to do this kind of melodically. Don't cut off. That's what I prefer. Don't cut off the line. that's kind of what I like. But you could also do short. Either one is good. So let's try to play it. Then repeat. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed, subscribe. Also, thank you very much and all my supporters from Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee.